Hello, hi, welcome to another new episode to Manojprabakarantalks. I am back with the facelifted, the all new C5 AIRCROSS. Yes, you heard that right. And if you have still not checked out the previous version of the CITROEN C5 AIRCROSS, I am going to place a link above over here. Go and check out and comment your reviews here. So if you're watching me for the first time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel Manojprabakarantalks. Keep supporting, and yes, let's begin with this all new CITROEN C5 AIRCROSS, the 2022, and the color over here is called the Eclipse Blue. And yes, so let us go little more detail, and don't forget to skip the video. This episode is going to be really interesting. Now let's start talking from the front portion of this facelifted C5 AIRCROSS. Yes, so if you can see from the front portion, these new lights, they have actually changed, and all these are in terms of LED lights, and the fog lamps have been placed at the bottom out over here. And this that you see helps you for the air ventilation to give you that kind of a sporty look, I would say. And also seeing from the front portion of it, it gives you that SUV sporty look. It's actually really cool, I would say, compared from the previous version of the C5 AIRCROSS. And yes, over here at the front they have also added a few sensors which actually helps you in terms to go forward. This time they have given you new alloy design, I would say, and this time you get 18-inch alloy wheels. This, I am really liking the design. They have given the kind of a glossy black with dual tone, I would say, good colors with this 18-inch alloy wheels on the CITROEN C5 AIRCROSS, the facelifted version. The car that I am showing you now is called the Eclipse Blue. Comment below if you are liking this color, and I would like to know one of your favorite colors from the CITROEN brand. Yes, also another thing, compared to the current SUVs which are in the market, you get a 360-degree parking camera, a lot more features, but I see a few here and there missing. But maybe on the upcoming CITROEN C5 AIRCROSS, maybe I would like to see some updates. Yes, and also over here they have added some bold claddings which gives you that kind of a SUV sporty look. And if you can come at the back, as usual, the strong bold lines they have given in terms, and this also looks really fascinating in the night time, and very clear design, I would say. It gives you that bold look, and seeing this big SUV sporty look, kudos to the design. And but from the back I don't see much of a facelift, but over here as usual, from the side portion you have seen the claddings, and they have also added some kind of a great look to give that finish with the reverse parking camera and the reverse sensors. And also another thing, I will show you a small magic. Kind of magic I'm now going to show is that it's just simple. You can just have the key in your hand, and if you have loads of baggages, you no need to even worry yourself by opening the boot. It's just you have a sensor down and it just opens up. It's that simple to keep your luggages out over here. And the CITROEN C5 AIRCROSS, the facelifted version, gives you around 580 liters of boot space, and if you want little more space, you can actually fold the rear seats completely flat, and you get almost 1600 plus liters of boot space. Yes, you heard that right. I think probably when I'm planning to vacate my home, I can actually keep all my things out over here, which is that huge boot space. And also in the CITROEN C5 AIRCROSS, you also get a spare tire, which is actually really good. And most of the SUV cars, they don't even give the spare tire, but it's actually really good. So another thing, you can easily close the boot with just a touch of a button. automatic tailgate. Yes, that's it, and it's locked. You have the car key over here. So it's that simple to open the boot space of the Citroen C5 AIRCROSS. And also a lot of people, the reason to buy the C5 AIRCROSS is that this comes with a hydraulic cushion. Yes, going for a long drive or probably on a city traffic, going through any speed breakers, you don't even feel that you are actually going over the speed breaker. It's gives you that cushion effect, I would say. By the time now you would have seen this visual that the car just crosses the speed breaker. It's that simple, and I don't really feel it. It gives you that cushion comfort, and kudos to the team in bringing this kind of a hydraulic cushion suspension out in the C5 AIRCROSS. It's time to explain you about the facelifted Citroen C5 AIRCROSS, the interiors. Yes, and yeah, so now you're seeing the overall, the black tone finish of this updated Citroen C5 AIRCROSS. So to my driving position, I have adjusted my driving seat, and the look and feel on the steering wheel looks really premium, and they have given a big logo out over here, and that horn is super cool. And these buttons, yeah, good, but not that really. I mean, few times what happens is my fingers tend to go off with that when I try to probably control them. And also in the Citroen C5 AIRCROSS, you can change between manual and automatic. With this paddle shifters, I can just click. I have minus and plus, wherein I can adjust the gear shifts by my own. And also another thing is that the indicators are placed over here towards my left, and if I want to wash the windshield, this is placed towards my right hand side. And also the automatic windshield wipers can also be activated, so during the time of your ride you no need to even manually push down or up. It senses automatically and it wipes accordingly. Yes, and also another thing, you also now get the cruise control. Over here you find another lever out over here. It helps you to manage the cruise control, plus and minus. You can adjust as per your driving needs and your speed limits on the highway. So lot of controls have been placed in this steering controls over here. Now let's see the side portion of the Citroen C5 AIRCROSS. So over here, since this is the automatic, the diesel version of the C5 AIRCROSS, so over here I have an electronic parking brake, wherein with just a click of a button I can just park my car wherever I want. And these are the different drive modes. So I have drive modes like sport, normal, eco, sand, mud, snow. So all these drive modes help me to ease my drive whenever I am planning to take this sporty looking SUV, the Citroen C5 AIRCROSS. Also another thing, shifting this gear, that too being an automatic, it's very simple, that too in the C5 AIRCROSS, with just a toggle of a button, neutral, drive. And if I want to go for a manual, with just in a press of a button I can just drive it in a manual. Or if I don't need a manual, again the same, just a toggle, I can go for a drive mode. So since I have now parked the car safely out over here, now let's see the other options over here. So I have a decent amount of space wherein I can keep some knickknacks, some coins basically, and this comes with the engine start stop button. And I have a wireless charging out over here with the basic USB ports, as well as I have a 12 socket out over here. And also I am a big fan of this physical switches out over here. It helps you to even adjust the AC on off. So these buttons, physical buttons, are very necessity and very important, which helps you to not divert yourself when you are driving, because nowadays few cars, what happens is that they tend to not give the physical buttons, but in the Citroen C5 AIRCROSS you will find that physical buttons, which is actually really a cool touch, and yes, that's actually very easy to operate. And over here in front of me I have the 25-inch infotainment touch display, wherein this gives you a kind of a glossy look, I would say. And these are the touch buttons wherein I can with a touch of a button I can just select music, I can increase the fan speed, and this comes with a dual climate. I can adjust towards my driver's side and I can adjust towards the passenger side. So since this comes with a dual climate zone, I can adjust accordingly and to their needs. Yes, it's that easy to operate the AC out in the C5 AIRCROSS. So if you pair your phone device, basically you get all the sorts of all the navigation, and you get the basic car information in terms of your parking sensors, the traction control. So all the kind of vehicle settings you can find it over here. You can adjust the basic headlights, and the touch control seems to be very smooth and very great. This gives you the kind of a glossy look, I would say. And in terms of safety, you can switch on or switch off the blind spot monitoring. The blind spot monitoring you will find in these side mirrors out over here. So what this does basically is that, so it spots the vehicle whichever is coming near you, whether being it left or right. So this is a great feature. So what happens is, during a heavy rainy situation, or probably you really don't know what's coming beside you, so with this blind spot monitoring system, this will help you, and this will alert you saying that there is an obstacle coming beside you. So that's a great thing. And I can switch on the auto AC. It takes in automatically and it controls. And yes, so that's about the front of the Citroen C5 AIRCROSS. And also the dashboard, the quality is also feels really premium, and the leather finish out over here and there, it's actually really good. And you have a big glove box out over here, which is actually really cool, with a small LED light over here. During the night time, it helps you to even see the things which is being kept in this glove box. And also these AC vents out over here, it's actually really good in terms by operating physically. It gives you that airy feel and the look as well. This is also very glossy, I would say. And also the cup holders are too great, I would say. So over here I have a basic flask which is actually this size, so that's it. So it's that easy. And also I can actually keep some things, I can hide out a lot of things. So I have this big space out over here, which I can probably hide few knickknacks, chocolates from the kids out in just a touch of a button. There you go. So this sunroof opens, and with just a click of a button again, it closes automatically. So it's that simple to operate the panoramic sunroof on the Citroen C5 AIRCROSS. And in most of the cars I don't see this feature being given, but in this C5 AIRCROSS I can actually look my face and see if I'm actually really good looking and things like that. So they have also given a few lights, which is actually really helpful. And also another thing, I have a grab handle out over here. And also this car comes with 5 safety seat belts. So with all of the safety in mind, you can also find that in terms of how many occupants are wearing the seat belts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all these 5 seat belts, they have also given those sensors in terms to check out if the passengers are really wearing the seat belts. So nice touch here and there. It's actually really good. It feels really premium. Sitting inside the C5 AIRCROSS, it gives you that premium SUV look and finish. But in terms of features, maybe going forward, some more features would have been really great on the C5 AIRCROSS. Talking about the safetiness also, this Citroen C5 AIRCROSS comes with 6 airbags, and since this is the top end variant that I'm driving, the diesel automatic, so I really feel very safety in terms of driving the Citroen C5 AIRCROSS. Another noted feature I would say is that all your 4 windows, in just a touch of a button, it goes fully down, and also in just a touch of a button it goes fully up. So in my driver's side I have this feature which goes fully down, and in just a press of a button again it goes fully up. So all those 4 windows actually goes fully down and fully up, which is actually really good. Which actually in a few of the SUVs actually doesn't have that kind of an option, and it's also good. Another noted feature is that this Citroen C5 AIRCROSS comes with 4 disc brakes, so front 2 and rear at the back 2, so 4 disc brakes, so it gives you that good braking effect driving on the roads, and overall the car feels really good. Now let's see about this back seat of the Citroen C5 AIRCROSS. I can also now just push these seats front and back in terms how much ever I want, and also even the center seat can also be adjusted according to the passenger sitting over here. And this also has 2 ISO fixed, so over here I can even clip it over here, and over here I have the ISO fix. So yes, and these seats are really flat, and also the bottom floor is also really flat. I have another USB feature out over here. If you have the battery percentage going down, you can also charge your mobile devices out over here, and you have the aircon ventilations out over here. Really premium seats. The look and finish seems to be really good, and this has a big panoramic sunroof, so really a great feature. And they have the seat belt features out over here, so too good. And let's see how this looks. See, I'm really sitting in a very comfort level, and it's too good. I can even adjust the headrest out over here, so I think to my size maybe 2 of them will feel really comfortable sitting at the back on the Citroen C5 AIRCROSS. I hope you had a great experience watching this entire episode. The color that I'm driving is called Eclipse Blue, and overall it gives you a great driving position. It comes with good features, and the facelifted version looks really cool. This Citroen C5 AIRCROSS, the facelifted version, starts at 37 lakhs. Yes, overall in terms of features and everything, I feel this Citroen C5 AIRCROSS looks really packed, and it gives you that great cushion comfort, and I really had a great time driving this sporty SUV, the Citroen C5 AIRCROSS. Also, if you want to consult me in terms of what car and which brand you want to go in terms of the budget and being it any brand, don't forget to email me at manojprabakarantalks@gmail.com. I will be answering all your queries in the email ID, and also if you want to get a quick instant replies, don't forget to even check out my Instagram handle. It's called Manojprabakarantalks. Yes, I am always live on the Instagram. Don't forget to even check out. And in case if you're driving, don't forget to wear your seat belts. And if you're driving a two-wheeler, don't forget to wear your helmet. I'll catch you in another new interesting episode. Until then, this is Manojprabakaran signing off. Bye.